Hey peeps, we are back. We are talking You, Me, and My Ex. Season 1, Episode 3. All right, so let's just get into it. Kay, Jerry, and Jessica. So we all remember the last episode. Kay tried to open up a conversation with Jessica just to see how Jessica was feeling. She was feeling as if Jessica was being extremely standoffish and that Jessica was unhappy with her being there, which she is very unhappy with Kay being there. However, Kay tried to do the mature thing, which is really something special, considering how childish Kay really is. She tried to give Jessica the opportunity to open up, be honest, and have a little conversation. And Jessica wasn't here for it. She didn't want to hear it. So this episode starts off with Jerry setting up a family ski trip, which includes Kay. You know, Jerry has introduced Kay to the family as his girlfriend. She is living there now, so he wants her to be blended with this family. Now, she puts on this ridiculous outfit stating that she wasn't really sure what you should wear, skiing. So she puts on a little bustier over top of a long sleeve shirt. Then she also wears these high-heeled boots. I said, now what? Girl, cut the crap. This is skiing, okay? And of course, this cracks Jessica up and sort of ticks her off at the same time. And the thing is, throughout this trip, she was yelling, she was screaming, she was jumping up and down, she was squealing. Kay has the maturity level of a 15-year-old. And Jerry is 54 years old. Come on, Jerry, get off of it. With this maturity level that Kay has, there is no way that Jerry can honestly say that he is looking for a serious, committed relationship with Kay. It's impossible. All of this screaming and hollering and laughing and giggling, this is a cross-country skiing, ma'am. I mean, she says that she's doing all the screaming and yelling and everything because she's trying to make everything light and funny for the whole family. However, Jessica is getting extremely pissed off by it. She does not like Kay being there. And here's the thing. This is Jerry's house. Jessica and Jerry are divorced. They were not living together. She moved into Jerry's house when Jerry became ill and she was stepping in to take care of the kids, and now she's just staying there. She's been there for the last 9 months, and for the last 9 months, she has been the queen of that castle, and she's not trying to give it up. Now, there's only a couple ways to solve this. 1, Jessica, you can move out. 2, Kay, you can move out. 3, Jerry, you can come to your senses and ask Kay to move out. Or if you really want to be with Kay, ask Jessica to move out. This is not going the way they wanted it. So in the midst of this family ski trip, Kay makes a simple comment. She says, this has been a fun family activity. And by her saying that, it took Jessica way out of her comfort zone. She was extremely pissed off. She wanted to know what Kay meant by family. So she's pretty much, in a passive-aggressive way, letting Kay know that this is not your family. This is her family. Now look, if you want Jerry back, just say so. I'm just saying, cut the crap.
I don't understand why she has to be like constantly screaming. It's like screeching and like laughing obnoxiously loud.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think it's just because like if someone's not looking at her, she feels like she has to scream so that people look at her. I just feel exhausted having her around.
This is such a cute family moment. I literally cannot with myself.
It's a great moment. But I don't know what you mean when you say family.
Well, I'm just saying, this is something that a family would do, right?
Like actually starting real beef now.
Jessica blurred out family. I mean, you keep saying family. And I'm like, well, what do you think, that I feel like I'm a part of the family? I'm like, no, I'm just saying. She was like, do you think that? Do you feel that? And I said, no.
Now listen, see, even the teenagers know this is about to be some drama. So by the time they get back to the house, Kay is so upset, she has locked herself in a closet. Yeah, locked herself in a closet. She's on the phone crying to her friend. She is devastated by this. She is really pissed off, and she's ready to let Jessica have it. Okay, she does not appreciate this passive aggressive, smirky faces. This attitude that Jessica is throwing off is a problem in this environment. However, I really hate that all this is going on with these children in the house. Now, my problem here is Jerry is acting as if he's oblivious. You are 54 years old, trying to have your cake and eat it too. You know both of these women are not happy in this situation, and you're trying to sit back and act as if you have no clue why everybody is unhappy. Cut the crap, Jerry.
Just like locked herself in. Did something happen that I don't know about?
I have no idea.
I'm sleeping on a balloon, my back hurts, and I'm trying to do my best to uplift everybody, and I don't feel like that's being reciprocated. Your ex-wife, and I'm getting that passive-aggressive type of vibe, and it's annoying, and it's like I just can't take that. Like, you're being very standoffish and kind of what do you call that when someone is trying to passive aggressive, and it's just like you throw these jabs, and I gave you like three opportunities to tell me like how you feel, and I don't even care if you tell me like, girl, I don't like you, and I'm never gonna like you, so stop smiling, stop trying to make.
I didn't say anything with an attempt to stir up any negative feelings. I don't.
Okay. And then the facial expressions, the glares, the cold shoulder.
If I was doing that, I didn't realize it.
Listen, Jessica's full of crap. She's trying to act as if she didn't do anything. She doesn't know why Kay is upset. Kay is just so immature, and that is true. I'm too immature for this. This is a situation that requires a lot more maturity than Kay is there for. As a matter of fact, I don't think that Jerry is mature enough for this, or Jessica. They are all acting ridiculous. This situation is not gonna work. Somebody has to move out. And my advice would be, Kay, you were the last one to get there. She's the mother of Jerry's kids. Just pack your bags and go home, honey. Find a guy that's closer to your age who is single. And stop saying like all the time. Get it together, girl. Anyway, I'm gonna keep watching because this is interesting. Then we go to Lauren, John, April, and Roy. Now, honey, listen. April starts out by saying that when she stole John away from Lauren, she ain't say stole, but she stole John from Lauren. Anyway, when she stole John, her and Lauren did not get along. They had a rough period of time. She says at one point Lauren tried to run her down with her car, but Lauren won't admit it. And I said, well, Lauren is no fool. Who's gonna get on national television and admit to trying to run you down with the car? Nobody. Okay. But now they have become friends. Best friends. They have a podcast about co-parenting, but I just want to know who's taking co-parenting advice from the two of them. No, ma'am. No. Anyway, they are doing photo shoots. They are taking baths together. I don't do that. I don't have any girlfriends that I bathe with. I really don't. Not at my ex-husband's house. I mean, what is going on?
What are you doing?
What?
You got bikinis on or something?
You never know.
Where are your feet at?
On her.
Where are your feet at?
And her vagina currently.
This is really odd. Quite weird. And his concern about where their toes and feet were, real odd. Buddy. I just don't understand these people. I really don't. John lets us know that him and April ended up eloping and pretty much trying to hide their marriage from certain people because things were so volatile at the time. Of course it was. Of course it was. She cheated on her husband with you, and you cheated on your wife with her. Of course, things are a little volatile. And you people live down the street from each other on the same exact street. So he says that now that things have gotten better and everybody's real cozy, yeah, really cozy, they fit in the tub together, naked. He's going to ask her to remarry him. I said, well, wait, do you really want to do that? I mean, remember, you are still living in Roy's house, and her and Roy still have all those bank accounts together. They got those matching tattoos together. You know, personally, I think that April wants her cake and she wants to eat it too. I think that April is absolutely still in love with Roy, and Roy is still in love with April, and April wants to, you know, ride the wild horse again with Roy. That's what I think. I'm just saying, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before and I will be wrong again. John takes her current wedding ring that she does not wear. He says that she wears just the band part. He takes that ring and has her diamonds upgraded, and then he takes her out on date night so that he could propose to her again. Now the thing is this place was really cute. He has a suit on and she has on ripped jeans and a sweater. I said, okay. I mean, the place is really lovely, but I think she could have dressed up a little more. But then when I think about it, the place was kind of fancy, but kind of laid back at the same time. So I guess whatever is fine. Now here's an awkward moment and a little side note. This is probably more of my issues. So they're at this place and the lady brings them their drinks and she sets the drinks down on this beautiful table. Beautiful hardwood table or stand or whatever it was. Not a coaster in sight, not even a napkin. I said, well, what? Not in my place. Honey, I tell you what, you better sit those on a coaster or a napkin. You're not about to ruin my good table or nightstand and I don't know what that was. Get a napkin. I'm just saying. Anyway, moving on. Anyway, the proposal was really cute. It really was. He got down on one knee. He told her that he really loves her. He wanted to have a real wedding with her and that he would remarry her 100 times. And I thought, this man is either truly in love and she has really put it on him, or he is bat crap crazy. Dude, what? Why do you still want to be a part of this? Roy is there every day. She is on the phone with Roy every day. Roy owns the house. It's just too much. I can't live in a four-way relationship. I'm just saying.
So, another serious question for you. It has nothing to do with the ring. Are you finally ready to let Roy go?
All I have to say is, buddy, Roy is not going anywhere. Roy is here to stay. When you stand up there and take those vows, you are taking vows to Roy too. I mean, this is ridiculous. And she wants to invite Lauren, her husband's ex-wife, to be in the wedding. No, ma'am. Come on in, be the bridesmaid. Might as well. I'll see you in the tub in a few minutes. I mean, come on now. Lauren says that people have told her that Roy is still in love with her, so she's afraid to tell Roy about the wedding. I said, really? People told you? Ma'am, you and Roy have had conversations. In my head, you and Roy have had these conversations. I don't think that it's just one-sided. I think that Roy is in love with you because we have not been introduced to a girlfriend or a wife that Roy has. And I also think that you are very much in love with Roy as well. And I think that John is always going to be the second choice. This is crazy. John, you need to run. Do not remarry this woman. File for divorce. I mean, and if you do remarry this woman, please buy Roy out of his half of that house. This is crazy. Now, to the ridiculousness, okay? Last episode, I thought they were crazy, but this new couple they introduced, these are the nut jobs. Okay, so it's a lady named Jennifer and her wife, Chantel. A guy named Josh and his wife, Danielle. Now, here's the thing. Josh was married to Jennifer. Jennifer cheated on Josh with Chantel. Then Jennifer left Josh for Chantel, and Josh married Danielle. Now, Jennifer has a child with Josh, Danielle has a child with Josh. And now Chantel would like to get pregnant, and they are using Josh's semen. Yeah, you heard that right. So whenever they're trying to get Chantel pregnant, Danielle and Josh come to Jennifer and Chantel's house, have the sex, then collect the semen, which is then taken into Chantel's room and inserted.
Somebody that we know.
My wife's ex-husband and his new wife, they're doing it in our house. She's got the specimen. Holy moly.
Oh my God, I can't believe that I just remembered all that and spelled it out. Really? Do you all have to have babies with Josh? They say that they would like to have all of their babies be related. They all play together. They hang out over at each other's houses. And, that's too much. It's too much. Jennifer says that she was never into women until she met Chantel at work. And then, of course, she fell in love with Chantel and she started hanging out with her on a regular basis. And her husband had no clue because, number one, he didn't realize that she was into women. And number two, he thought that Chantel was just a friend from work, which is understandable because I'm pretty sure if I told my husband, hey, I'm going to hang out with Chantel after work today, he's not going to think something of it. You know what I mean? Until one day he gets home and he finds boxes in the garage. And he asks her, well, what is going on? And she tells him, yes, I'm moving out. And I'm moving in with my friend Chantel. But she doesn't tell him Chantel is her girlfriend. I said, well, what a way to find out, right? She says that they did have issues in their marriage prior to it. He just was not aware that she had moved on. Danielle, which is Josh's new wife, she says that originally there was definitely a problem between her and Jennifer because Jennifer and Josh, I keep saying Josh, but I can't remember. His name could be John. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with Josh. If I'm wrong, forgive me, daggone it. These people are just a lot. So anyway, she says that Jennifer and Josh continued to text every day, all day, and it had nothing to do with their son. So she was absolutely worried and confused about their relationship, and it caused quite a bit of problem. Chantel says the same thing. She said she was concerned as well because they were texting and talking every day, all day. Jennifer says to this very day, Josh is still her best friend. I don't understand. When you break up with somebody, why can't you just be friends from a distance? Why does everybody have to be together? I can understand the co-parenting situation, but all the, the babies, what? Danielle, Josh's current wife, says that they all feel like sisters. Sister wives. Now, here's the thing. I asked myself, if I had a husband and he had an ex-wife, and the ex-wife had a wife, and they came to me and asked me, can your husband donate his semen so that we can make a baby together? I think it would take me 2.6 seconds to say, no. Hell no, as a matter of fact, and get the hell up out of my house. I mean, what? There's too much involved with that. And if he's gonna be the father of this baby, he's gonna end up eventually loving this baby and wanting to be this baby's father in every way. I would want him to be responsible for this baby. There's no way that I would allow my husband to have a baby out here in this world and we not love it and care for it and take care of it. It's just too much. And see, they're thinking the same way as me, except his wife, Danielle, does not want him to have a connection with this new baby. And I'm thinking that's impossible. Once he sees that tiny baby and all the kids get together to play and that baby looks like him, there's no way he's not going to have this connection. You're not going to be able to get all the kids together for birthday parties and, things like that, or play dates, and he not say, this is my baby. And they made some sort of comment that, one, Chantel does not want him in the delivery room because she said that she doesn't want him to see her vagina. She has not had a romantic connection with him, so she doesn't want him there. Number two, they don't want the baby to call him dad, but they just said they're together all the time and the baby really is his child. I mean, what? This is too confusing. And how do you explain all of that to the other children? As of now, Chantel has been inseminated a couple of times, but she has not gotten pregnant yet. And that's another weird thing. Every time she wants to go for the opportunity, they have to go over to Jennifer and Chantel's house to have the sex, to collect the semen, to insert it. It's a lot happening. And the whole thing of, oh gosh, it's just a lot. My thing is, are there any legal documents being drawn up showing each person's responsibility in this? And you know, it's not too late to change your mind and get another donor. Oh boy. So we move on to Alex, Caroline, and Stephen. So it turns out that Alex is at the jewelry store with his sister Tiffany, who has never met Caroline. The sister that was at the party last episode is the only family member that has ever met Caroline. And he's afraid of how his family is going to react. He says that, you know, they are probably not going to handle the fact that he wants to get engaged to a woman well.
A lot to take in because I found all this out today. So it's a lot to take in, but I'm going to be honest. I did not think he would actually end up at this age with a woman.
Well, that seems to be the popular opinion. Nobody sees Alex with a woman. After all of this, I just feel that Caroline is going to get hurt in the end. I truly believe that Alex does love Caroline, but I think he's using Caroline as a crutch because he really, really wanted to be with Stephen. And I think that at any point, if Stephen becomes available and tells him that he wants a life with him, he is going to drop Caroline so fast. And she deserves better than this. But you can't want something for somebody who doesn't want it for themselves. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? If she is happy with Alex, she's going to have to travel this road with him and see what happens. I just think this is going to turn out bad for her.
Steve, I was ready to get married 12 years ago to your ass, but...
On a side note, can you imagine being the salesperson? There's a lot going on the other side of that counter. You know, he is pining over Steve.
A real conversation, like, does she have any concerns? Or maybe you might feel like, you know, you may get tired of her as a woman after a few years.
Well, yes, but no, because we haven't gotten tired of each other. Like,
but I'm asking you, do you feel like I may be attracted to a male at some point? Again.
There's no difference than if I was completely straight. So I hate when people like make a deal about it, like, oh, what if you like a man again? Let's take a man out of it.
So if you decide
so what if I cheat on her with a woman and get a woman pregnant? Is then that better? Bitches be getting cheated on every day!
Okay, now, he is having a full-on tantrum. I really cannot do grown people tantrums out in public. As a matter of fact, I can't do children tantrums out in public. I really don't do it. Anyway, I understand what his sister is saying, but I also understand what he's saying. People get cheated on every day. But here's the thing. If Alex was to cheat on Caroline with a woman, if she wanted to, she could compete with that woman. But if he cheats on her with a man, she can't compete with a man. Does that make sense? Yes, I think that Caroline may want to step away from this relationship. And maybe it's possible that they can continue a friendship, but I truly believe that if Stephen decides that he's going to stop being afraid of the COVID and come out of that phone and actually show up in Alex's life, right in his face, it's a wrap. He is going back, Stephen. Anyway, peeps, get down in the comments and let me know, how would you handle these relationships? What are your advice to these couples or thruples or whatever? I don't even know what they're called. But anyway, get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.